Everybody.
We are live. Back to our normal routine of
not
not showing up quite as early as we intended to.
Yeah, man. We have had a day of
man.
things going wrong. The dishwasher.
The sink.
There's a car alarm.
Now there's a car
off.
alarm. I don't think it's ours, at least. I hope it's not ours.
I mean, it sounds too far away. Our dishwasher just stopped working, so we had to order a new dishwasher. Of course, when we install the new dishwasher, the sink stops giving us hot water. And so we're just at a loss. So we have spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to get that hot water back. And we have failed miserably at that.
We are having a serious case of the post-cruise blues here.
Yeah,
because when you're on a cruise ship,
you just call maintenance.
Yeah.
Maintenance comes and takes care of it. They know how to fix everything. So anyway, we are tired because of all of the repairs that we have to do around the house. But we are here to talk about cruising. That is going to revitalize us. It's going to be a fun conversation. Yeah. We're here to talk about the post-cruise blues. We're going through it right now. We just got back from a trip, a 2-month-long trip, and a big part of that, almost a month of it, was on a cruise ship. So we've got the post-cruise blues. I'm sure you guys have felt it before. You get on a cruise ship, your vacation ends. You get home and it's like you notice all of these things that you love so much about the cruise ship, and it's almost like they're still, you want them to keep going, like still be a part of your life. So we're going to talk about that. First, as we generally do, we tag a product in our video, and usually it's like a cruise fan or, the Embrace Today gear that we have, or I don't know, something cruise related. And this is kind of cruise related, but I'm actually tagging Zevia soda. Have you guys ever had Zevia? I switched over to Zevia. It's, for the most part, all the soda that I drink these days, it's made with Zevia as the sweetener rather than sugar or what are the other sweeteners? Sucrose, aspartame. Yeah, things that are apparently this is better for you, and it tastes really good. So the vanilla Coke is my choice that I'm drinking today. Have you guys ever had a Zevia before? They're actually really good. The flavors are really good. Even though it is a cola or a root beer or whatever, it still comes out clear. They don't put the food coloring dyes in there or anything like that. So they put less ingredients in it. I actually really like it. There's a link on the screen. If you guys want to pick some up, try it out for yourselves. It's going to help out the channel a little bit because we're going to get a cut of that. So, hey,
and it'll be good for your body too, because it's
yeah, I mean, I think so. It's better for you than the normal diet sodas. So yeah.
And if you want to bring that on your cruise, they don't stock it on any cruise ship.
They don't.
But you can carry on a case of Zevia.
We did it last time.
12-pack of Zevia. Yeah, we did it.
And actually, Zevia's cool. They come in 6 packs, 8 packs, or 12 packs.
Yeah, that's right.
You have a lot of different choices.
And they have these variety packs, right?
Variety packs, a little bit of everything in there. Yeah.
That was kind of fun because they had that in stock when we got it for our last cruise.
And So anyway, let's get into it. So we're going to talk about the cruise blues, the post-cruise blues, as it were. When you get home, what are some of the things that you feel happens to you? So the first one that we have here is reaching for your key card and realizing your house doesn't take tap to open. In our house, actually some houses probably do.
Some of them do.
Some people, actually, I think a lot of people have like smartphone locks
or at least
days.
A keypad. We thought about getting that, but we just have like old-fashioned key.
We use a key and a deadbolt in our door. What do you guys use? Do you use any like modern technology for your to get into your house? Do you have like a key card like on a cruise ship?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's a little bit too fancy.
But that's kind of the thing is like you get off the cruise, you're so used to walking into your cruise cabin and just like putting the card up there and the door opens for you.
Or if you're on a princess cruise, you just have your little bracelet.
The medallion.
And it just unlocks.
No kidding.
But us, I can try and fix that. But us, we, when you're on a cruise, you don't need your keys, right? So you bury them somewhere in your luggage. Joe always knows where he puts his, so he's the one that grabs the door when we get home. Because I'm always like, oh, that's right, I need my key. Where is it? I don't know. It's at the bottom of my luggage somewhere. So
we can just slide this way, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Hey guys, we just need to make a little adjustment because of the sun. All right.
Yep. Now it's on my face. That's all good.
No, it's back on mine actually. Now it's on both of our faces. Wow, this is tricky. Do you want to adjust the curtains?
Do you want to go the other direction?
No.
That's not going to be better.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Little, as usual, a little technical difficulty here, and that should do it right there. Yep. Should have moved that light towards us a little bit too. Lighting, issues with the live here. All right, we're back. We're back at it.
The time of the year where in Minnesota the sun's about to set in about 5 minutes.
It's
here
so
at 3:15.
depressing, man. I hate the early. I think I ranted about daylight savings times on the last live.
That's another. I don't think that's on our post-cruise blues thing. But you know what? Most of the time when you're cruising, I guess if you're cruising in Alaska, it's different. But if you're going to the Caribbean, daylight's going to be longer just because you're closer to the equator. That's
Although
just
not
works.
as long as you think sometimes.
Not always, but it's always
like
longer.
5-6 o'clock. Yeah, it is longer. But these short days, man. There's the post-cruise blues, and then there's also the winter blues, especially in a place like Minnesota. It's getting dark at 4:30. That is just killing me. It is rough.
Yep.
All right. So the second thing that you might notice when you have the post-cruise blues is you start using nautical directions, at work or when you go get a cup of coffee at Starbucks or something like that.
Speaking of coffee, Joe, can you grab me my coffee cup there on the port side of the table?
Good one. You know what I'm saying? You just start saying port and aft. You start talking like a sailor. So you swear a lot too. So I actually, that's kind of a funny one, but I don't really do that. I don't really say port or aft even when I'm on the ship. I maybe have once or twice. You do sometimes.
I like to use port and aft. I always have to remember. So when I was a kid, I don't know if anybody has an acronym or something that they use to remember the directions. Let me know. Do you have a way that you remember port and starboard? Which one's which? When I was a kid, I learned how to sail, and my sailing instructor, actually, I can't remember if it was my sailing instructor or somebody else at the boathouse there, but they told this really long-winded story about this character, and his name was Red. I don't know whose name is Red, but anyways, it stuck with me. And it's this long story, and the ending of it was that he got in trouble, and so Red, the character, Red left port, and so that's how I remember it.
Red left port.
Yeah, he had to get out of town, so Red left port.
So that's how you remember.
Yeah, because
left
if you're
port.
Left is port, and also if you are dealing with the colors, the red color is on the port side on the left side.
Interesting.
And then it's green, starboard, and right.
I think that's.
But if anybody has a better one,
I think that's
let me
fair
know.
Because I think a lot of people that sail are named Red. Honestly, I think that's a common name.
I feel like maybe.
I think Red is a sailor kind of name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But Beverly is here, so hey Beverly.
Hey Beverly, it's good to see you.
She's rubbing it a little bit though because she said she's nice and warm in Florida. So
I was just talking about moving to Florida. I'm like, Emily, why don't we just move to Florida?
Hey, would you consider moving to Florida? He says to me. I'm like, I would consider.
We have some logistics to think about in terms of that, but I don't know why. Why not? Florida just seems like a great place to live, right? Especially when it gets dark at 4:30.
Yeah.
Beverly, what time does it get dark there in Florida? I really like. You're just gonna make me jealous. Let's see. Number 3 post-cruise blues situation is you get irrationally sad when you realize your towel animals aren't coming back into your life anytime soon. I don't really get sad about that.
I do.
I'm
like the towel animals.
I like towel animals. I have nothing against them, but the first few cruises, I'm like, the towel animals. I was taking pictures of every one, looking at them, enjoying them. We were like super careful to make sure we didn't unfold any of them. Yeah. Now I just don't care that much. I hate to be like that.
It's true when we're ready to go to bed or whatever, it's still sitting on the bed and it just kind of gets tossed onto the couch.
Get it out of here.
Yeah.
Get it out of here.
I feel bad because I think our room attendant comes in and he sees like this headless towel animal and he's like, oh, they must not like my towel animals.
But we do like the towel animals.
We do like
not
them.
that much. They're
it's just,
they're just towel animals. You're gonna get another one the next day.
Yeah, that's the thing, I guess.
And some of them are better than others. Some of them it's like you need some imagination to see that it's like
the favorite one that we get on every single cruise is the dinosaur-looking one. I just don't get that guy. I mean,
it's not the best.
It's like he's got a long neck and it just kind of falls down.
Yeah, it's not the best.
I don't really know what to do with him. But the elephant.
The elephant's cool. We usually get an elephant.
Yeah. Beverly says right now it's getting dark at about 5:30 p.m.
Oh, that's not that great either. honestly.
It's
but
not. But that's
still,
kind of,
it's an hour more
yeah.
than us. So
It's almost the worst of it. December 21st is the worst of it. And
Yeah.
then we go back.
let's see here. The next post-cruise blues is going to make dinner and thinking, wait, I have to cook this.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say yes. Sometimes I don't feel like cooking. And man, when I go on a cruise, I love the fact that I don't have to cook or clean or any of that kind of stuff. But I like cooking sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah, we both miss cooking when we're on the ship, but I will say I think I go through the worst of it because I do. I get home and I'm like, oh, I have to cook something, and then I just don't want to, and then I just like don't eat, and then Joe's like, why haven't you eaten? And I'm like,
You just don't get around to it.
I don't want to make
too much
anything.
trouble.
It's
Yeah,
so
well,
difficult.
especially when your dishwasher breaks down.
Yeah.
You've got Allen wrenches all over the kitchen counters,
Yeah.
and chaos. But yeah, I mean, I get that. I've definitely felt that post-cruise blues. Man, I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to like do my own things when I get back. It's easy to get used to, like the people that live the celebrity life where they have, I don't want to say servants, they have what are they, workers, that employees that live in their houses,
personal
cleaners,
chef,
they have chefs,
personal maid.
They like live the cruise life in their house.
Yeah.
I could get used to that. I mean, I could just be like, yeah, I want some beef stroganoff, and then your guy goes or gal goes and cooks you some beef stroganoff.
I don't think
probably
I could get used
really
to
good.
that.
No,
I'd
still want to cook myself sometimes, even if I had, and it would probably, I don't know. Yeah,
I think it would be like your what's the captain on the Star Wars that we're watching right now? It's not Captain Kirk, it's Captain Pike.
Captain Pike on Star Trek.
See, like Captain Pike, he can get whatever he wants from the
they don't have that in that.
They actually don't.
They don't have
That's
that
true.
in this iteration of
But
Star
he can
Trek.
get whatever he wants. I'm sure they have a chef there on board, but he cooks himself sometimes and makes these fancy meals. So they show him cooking a lot.
Yeah, he does cook a lot.
Yeah.
So all right, the next, do we have some comments?
Well, Beverly is just following up. Florida is a little more west than you think, and we live on the east side. But also, I recently learned that Florida is one of the states that is in 2 time zones. Did you know that?
I did not.
Like the Panhandle section is in Central Time, I think, and then the like the regular part of it is in the peninsula part is in East Coast Time.
So Miami is different than Tampa Bay or something like that?
No, Miami and Tampa Bay I think are the same, but like Tallahassee?
Huh.
Beverly can probably tell us better because I am not up on
that's
my.
okay.
But yeah, the Panhandle part, the little section on the top there is in a different time zone. So, and then Beverly wonders, do you get up from the table and leave your dishes, then realize you have to clean it up? Yes.
That too. In fact, that's worse than the cooking. Yeah, exactly. That's like on the cruise ship. Speaking of that, when you guys are on a cruise, do you ever notice that like a lot of people, wow, that dishwasher is somewhat loud, will feel the need to bust their own tables? Mm-hmm. And so you're at the buffet. I guess I haven't seen it at main dining because I don't know where they'd bring but
no, I think that's kind of the point.
In the buffet, people their heart is in the right place, but people a lot of times you see them bringing their plates over to the stations that the workers, the crew are using, and I think that's the last thing you should do. Honestly, I think it annoys the crew.
Really? Huh?
You don't agree?
Well, I just think if you have like one glass, like you just wanted to go to the buffet and get something to drink and you drink it, you should absolutely not put it back down next to the beverages.
I do that all the time.
I know you do it. It annoys me. Like you shouldn't do that because then what you see this glass there, it's like somebody's dirty glass.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, I mean, hopefully.
So you should go put it on a table.
You should put it somewhere, not right
there.
So
you want to put it on a completely clean table.
That's the thing. Like if you put it on a completely clean table, but if you just have one glass, they have that section. You just put it on that section where they bust the tables. I think that's fine. But if you have all of your plates, like you have your plate and your silverware and your glass and maybe another plate for dessert, whatever, don't bust that. Like
no, you're taking away their work.
But that's if it's one cup, you shouldn't leave one cup by the beverage dispensers. You shouldn't leave dirty cups by the beverage dispensers.
I think we might disagree on that.
I know we do because I see you do it all the time.
I just don't know what else to do because I don't want to get in their business, and they are constantly over there cleaning that area. So they're going to clean up the cups. They're wiping it down. They're
It
making
doesn't
sure.
annoy you when you come up and you see a cup there that's like maybe been used, maybe not. I don't know what
because
it's been
I
used
just
for.
assume it's been used, and I don't. So I'm for sure not going to take that cup. Another tip that I picked up on the last cruise that I was on the Carnival Luminosa, is when you go get like some tea or coffee, because most of the time the cups get clean, but you got that big stack of cups, and sometimes I'm sensitive about like perfectly clean cups, and you can pull down a cup from the stack and run a little bit of hot water or a little bit of coffee, probably better hot water because it's right next to the coffee. Just run a little in there, swoosh it around, dump it out, and then pour your coffee or
I
your
noticed
tea.
you were doing that.
It's like a good tip. That's a good tip. Pro tip here on the...
That didn't make it into our latest tip video, but we do have 100 tips on our latest video you should go check out, because I analyzed thousands of comments and I picked out the ones that were the most mentioned in that, and ended up with 100 tips, rapid fire, 17 minutes, 100 tips.
It's a really good video. You guys definitely need to check it out. Get on our channel and watch some videos.
Yeah.
Why not? All right, so the next post-cruise blues situation is looking around for someone to clean your room, then remembering that person is you. You have to clean your own room. I just oftentimes don't clean my room.
That's true. But what about the rest
of
the
while?
house?
Once in a while, though.
Well, and that brings us to a point. Are you guys team make your bed every morning, or team I'm just going to sleep in it tonight, so why make it?
We're team halfway in between. We're team like, let's just flop the blankets over so that they're so that they're so it's halfway made. We're halfway in between.
Yeah.
We're indecisive on that.
Yeah.
I know some people are very like careful. They perfectly make their bed. I think military people end up doing things like that. On a cruise ship, though, you just leave your room for an hour and then you come back and you have a perfectly made bed with a towel animal. And, if you're on
fresh
a fancy
towels.
Cruise line, you have a mint on your bed.
Yeah.
It's
that's true.
A beautiful thing. At home, I do not do that. We don't do that.
Should I start making the bed and then putting a mint on the pillow?
I don't think it would work. It wouldn't have the same feel to it, but if you want to.
Honestly, I know some people have larger bedrooms where they're going to like maybe have a reading corner or something in there, but for us, our bedroom is just for sleeping, so I just don't see the point. I'm gonna wake up, get out of bed, that night I'm gonna get back in bed. But
if I had a cruise room attendant living in my house, which would be weird, honestly.
It would be odd.
It would be very odd.
We could try to convince our cat to learn how to do some of those things.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
I think what did Beverly say?
Beverly said, "I don't make my bed very well, but I do pull the blankets up, and it looks neater."
Exactly.
So
that's somewhat what we do on a good day. That's what we do.
But grade 8 is on my side. He says, "Why make the bed? You're just going to get back in it 12 to 16 hours later."
There you go. Yeah. Or at least why put a ton of effort into it, I agree.
Oh, and Barbara is here now too. Hey, Barbara.
What's up, Barbara? That is going to be difficult for me because Barbara and Beverly are easy to get mixed up, but we're going to do our best. So the next post-cruise blues situation is notice how unbelievably quiet your evenings are without live music everywhere. Man, I've grown to really love the live music on the ships.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it is better than others. What do you guys think of the live music? Do you generally, when you cruise, think that the musicians on the ship are like really talented and good, or do you think that they're mediocre? Do you make it a point after dinner to go see some music, or in the mornings or something like that, or do you avoid it? I would say years ago when we first started cruising, we would catch a show here and there. But these days when we cruise, it's like, you have dinner and then you, along the way, pass a bar or something and just sit down and have a drink and watch or listen to a musician. I think that's really fun.
Yeah, it is nice.
I actually almost prefer that sometimes to going to the show. Hot take. Controversial.
Yeah. It depends on the show, I would say. But yeah, sometimes the shows, I don't know. I don't really care for the shows sometimes. It depends.
Depends on the show. I was just showing my mom some pictures from our last cruise.
Did you show her the juggler?
The juggler came up, and we watched the juggler. And he was kind of funny. He was talented, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That was kind of his whole shtick, though, right? Was like, you've seen somebody juggle, and you're like, oh, okay, you can juggle. That's cool.
He was a good
But-
juggler. I don't know. I'm getting old or something, and it's just not as meaningful as it once was. But anyway, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
But maybe I would have rather just go like have a drink and listen to some music and talk to my wife or make a friend on the ship or something like that. I don't know. But so yeah, do we have some comments?
Caroline says it's nice to live in a clean space. Nothing worse than coming home to a messy, disordered home or hotel room. And yeah, I can relate to that. And for the rest of the house, for sure, I want to keep it clean and tidy. But the bedroom, I can just close the door on. So
yeah, and like having a bed that is not made to perfection isn't, in my opinion, like having a messy house.
Yeah,
it's different than having clutter everywhere. It's just not taking the time to like tuck in the sheets and tighten that thing down. I mean, I don't know. I can see both points, but I'm just
Speaking of clutter everywhere, though, we have like tools and instruction manuals and everywhere right now because of the whole dishwasher situation. So I am looking forward. I think it's working. Like we can hear it. It sounds like it's working now.
Running. It's our test
so we can
run.
put everything away after we're done with our live, which is going to be amazing.
It's going to be good.
But Petra R says, I'm going on a cruise in a week. I hope I can get tips here. It's my first time. Awesome. We will fill you in on some good tips.
Ask any questions you want. We'd be happy to give you our take.
Caroline wonders, how much time out of the year are you cruising? Let's see. This year, I would say 2 or 3 months. I think 3 months. Yeah. 3 months out of the year.
We've been doing so like last year we did I don't know 6 or 7 cruises, and they're generally a week. I mean, because we did 4 in a row.
Yeah. Well, that was technically that was.
Oh, was that this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we did in January we did 4
I guess it was almost a year ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the year before that, in 2024, I think we maybe did 2 months of cruising. We've done a little bit more in 2025.
Yeah.
So
we
2026 is just stay tuned because we have not determined our full cruise schedule yet. We've got at least 1 month of cruising.
We have 1 month of cruising scheduled. So that's exciting.
Beverly says we love finding live music near a bar before and after dinner.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, Petra wants to know, what are the most important things to have in luggage? What not to forget? Well, so the most important thing to have in your carry-on, I would say, is all your proper documentation. Because if you put that in your checked luggage and the porters take your bags from you, then you're not going to get on the ship. So you need to make sure that you've got your passport or your ID and your cruise ticket. I know a lot of people have that on the phone, but it's really a good idea to have a printed copy. And then, if you have a visa, if you're going far on your cruise and you need a visa, having that available, just so you're able to get in and check in smoothly. That would be really important.
That's a good one. My tip for you, Petra,
yep.
Petra, is to bring, these are 2 things that I started bringing on a cruise maybe the last year or so. And one is echinacea. Or like airborne. I don't know if you know what those are, but echinacea is just like a natural herb, and airborne is like this huge vitamin C dose. But something that a lot of people will notice when you're on a cruise is you get on an elevator and there's people coughing. Mm-hmm. You walk down the hallway and there's people sniffling, and there's people blowing their nose. There's a lot of people on cruise ships, so there's colds going around. And if you're like me, you're just like, man, I don't want to catch that cold. Echinacea is proven if you take it right when you first start getting symptoms, and you got to take a lot. You got to take like 2 pills like 4 times a day.
Yeah.
But it's worth it because that will make it so you don't get sick, or your sickness will be a lot not as bad.
And you should clarify that you're not talking about echinacea tea, which you can get.
Echinacea pills. And like on Amazon, you can get them for like $5 for like 50 pills. So I just restocked us because I used up our bottle on the last one.
And
I did not get sick. You got sick, and I did not get it.
And he didn't get it, which is amazing.
So an airborne I've had in the past, which has seemed, I like echinacea better, but airborne some people prefer. It is a little bit more expensive, but it's just a huge dose of vitamin C, which also boosts your immune system.
That's a powder that you put in a drink, right?
Powder, or you can get it in pill form.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's like one of those effervescence things where you like dissolve it in a cup of water.
Yeah.
And it makes the sound. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
And the
Just
other
fair warning: if you don't like swallowing pills, the echinacea pills, they're like this big, so
they're not that big.
they're,
You
they're
struggle.
large. I don't like the big pills,
But
but you can open them up and dissolve them in water.
the other recommendation of something to bring that you might not think of, and maybe you do or don't use at home, but is electrolytes. They sell electrolytes, and people a lot of times think of that in like Gatorade, and Gatorade does have some electrolytes in it. But if you get the little packets of electrolytes, like Altrea, I think is the brand that I usually get. Doesn't really matter. The brands are going to be probably pretty good in general. You can get it on places like Walmart or Amazon or supplement stores. Electrolytes, if you have some adult beverages, and you wake up with a little bit of a hangover, it's not like a cure for a hangover, but it will truly give you energy and make you feel better. And if you're just tired because you've been out in the heat all day or port stop, you've been swimming all day, maybe you get a little bit dehydrated, those electrolytes are going to bring you back to life. So echinacea and electrolytes.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
Yeah.
And grade 8 has his recommendation is ginger candy. So, and that is a good one too.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
For seasickness.
For seasickness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really,
and
it really does
tastes
help.
good. Yeah.
And it tastes good.
Cool.
So, oh, and Sweet Life is back. Sweet Life, I believe, if I remember correctly, just got back from a cruise. So
how was it, Sweet Life?
And
that's
also enjoying some post cruise blues. So
yeah, exactly. That's
probably
kind of
can relate to some of these things.
So yeah, all right. So the next, are we ready?
Sure.
Where are we here?
We're on number 7, I think.
All right. So your next post-cruise blues situation is feeling insulted when you have to take out the trash for the first time because you don't have your room attendant taking out your trash for you. You have to grab the bag, pull it out. You have to smell it a little bit. You got to tie it up and then bring it out to the garbage.
Drag it out. You have to remember what day trash day is.
Yeah, these are...
You have to keep track of time.
The kind of things you don't think about when you're cruising. You're just enjoying life. Yeah, so I agree with that one for sure. The next one is trying to order a drink and realizing that the drink package is now your credit card bill. That's that's true. The drink package is gone, and actually you had to pay for the drink package if you got one, and that was expensive for sure. But when you get home and you want to have a Mai Tai or a daiquiri or a margarita or something like that, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you however much. It's probably cheaper, actually.
I think it's still cheaper.
It's probably cheaper at home. So what am I talking about?
Yeah.
You do need to make it yourself, though, and you probably aren't as good of a bartender as the cruise bar.
But if you're going out to a bar, it's probably still cheaper than on the cruise ship. So
yeah.
But you don't have the tropical
financially,
vibe.
you're good to go. You're good to go on that. Even if you got the drink package.
And Petra just wondered if we could write the things that we recommended in the chat. And we're not quite that technically savvy right now, but I'll go back and put it in the description, and I'll put a link to the products that we actually use in the description once we're done with the live. So you can just go on our YouTube channel and you you'll see the tabs across the top, hit the live, you'll see the latest one, and I'll put a link in the description for the things that we talked about. So I'm writing them down right now so I don't forget the products.
Awesome. All right, so the next post-cruise blues situation you might encounter is waking up expecting the ocean outside your window and seeing a parking lot instead, or seeing your neighbor's house, or
whatever.
Probably
not as good of a view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that view. Let's all just take a second and remember that view. If you have an interior cabin, you don't have the view. But if you have a balcony cabin, have you ever had a balcony? Or if you're Suite Life, you have suites.
Yeah.
And you wake up...
the aft view suite, the wake view suite.
Yeah, that would be something else.
Yeah.
That view is something else. There's nothing quite like that.
Yeah.
I guess that's like a big thing with cruising for me, is just that really unique experience. The vast ocean, it is so breathtaking.
Yeah.
And it smells a certain way and peaceful.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Yeah, there's nothing quite like it. Man, cruising's great. We need to get back on a ship. We need to get out of
But I
Minnesota.
have bad news for you. Our next cruise is on an interior.
It's only a week, though, and then we're getting on
then we're
2
getting
weeks
a balcony.
of a balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at least it's an ocean view, right? Is it an ocean
No, it's
view?
ocean. It's an interior.
Oh, it's an interior.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We're
So
bracing ourselves. We haven't been in an interior for several cruises now, because we've been able to get good deals on balconies. So we are bracing ourselves to go back into interior, and we are gonna. I guess we get to test all of our interior tips again and make sure they still work.
yeah,
So,
it's been a long time since
Yeah.
we've been in an interior, so it'll be good. But we're gonna be on a princess cruise.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on a non-carnival cruise for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
Quite a while actually, and that's
pretty
going to be
excited
good.
about that.
That's going to be
Yeah.
good. New menu at main dining.
Yeah.
Just a new vibe. The
A new
princess,
layout to the ship.
new ship, new layout to the ship. The princess. We've been on princess cruises before, and the music is different. The shows are different. The whole vibe is different.
Yeah.
It is generally considered like kind of an older crowd on
Yeah.
princess cruise, which is okay with me.
I'm starting to feel pretty old
Yeah,
myself. So.
I'll fit right in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be good.
Get to some questions here. Beverly said the advantage of making your own drink is that if you don't like it, you can just dump it without any issues. On a cruise, you feel like you need to explain why you don't like the drink. Yeah, that's true. Because when you were, you tried a new drink in the Alchemy bar on our last cruise, and Joe was like, I don't really like this one, and then he felt kind of obligated.
What was that? It was like it was cucumber and
Yeah.
orange. I think it was cucumber orange juice.
Was it the cucumber sunrise? Was that what it was?
I think it was.
Remember.
Yeah, it was a bizarre taste.
Yeah.
And it like the taste. I don't know.
You like cucumber so much. I thought you would like it.
That's why I got it. I was like, because sometimes drinks sound like they're going to be terrible, but they taste really good. I mean, there's a lot of alchemy with those bartenders, but yeah, it was bad. I did drink it though. Why not? I was it Barbara or Beverly? It's already happening.
Beverly
said,
yeah.
I probably at home would have dumped it and just made something, if it was just cucumber or just orange juice, it would have been good. But the two together, were not good.
Barbara wonders how much does drinks run on a cruise? I mean, it depends on the cruise line. But
a lot.
But yeah, more than
like 15.
Like a cocktail is
$15.
Going to be 13
and a
to 15.
beer is going to be like $8 or $10. Yeah, they're very expensive. It's okay though. It's part of cruising, and if you're a big drinker, look at getting the drink package. But you need to, and drink packages vary a little bit from cruise line to cruise line. But generally speaking, if you're not at least drinking, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're not at least drinking like 6 or 7 drinks a day, you can you're going to be better off just buying them individually.
And you have to realize that needs to be every day, or at least your average needs to be that every day, because if you're not, like if you go off on a shore excursion and you're drinking on the shore excursion, that's not covered by your drink package, obviously.
And even private islands now, Norwegian and Carnival, at least at Celebration Key.
No, on all of them. They
is it all of them? Yeah. Yeah. I think Royal Caribbean still
Royal does,
the drink pack. And what we're talking about, to be more clear, is some cruise lines now are going, Norwegian and Carnival in particular, are their private islands, which a lot of, like Celebration Key. What's the Norwegian one called?
Norwegian is...
I can't think of what their private island is called.
It's like right there. It's not Ocean Key. That's MSC. It's,
Anyway.
Great Stirrup Cay.
Great Stirrup Cay.
Yes.
So you would expect your drink pack, because they own these places, you would expect your drink package still works there when you're at your port stop, but it is not the case anymore. It used to be the case, but it is not the case anymore. And on Norwegian, last I heard anyway, you have to buy a separate drink package.
Well, you don't have to, but
if you want to, you have the option to buy a drink package for your drink package.
Yeah.
Which is, it's getting crazy.
Ridiculous. I'm curious. I don't think they have all the fine print ironed out on that. I'm curious if you could buy just a drink package for the private island, or if you can only get the private island drink package if you've already bought the shipboard drink package.
Yeah.
Because that makes a difference. I mean, I could totally see just buying a drink package for the private island and being like, okay, this is the day I'm going to drink, and then the rest of it. But anyways, we'll find out on that. Joe will give us an update when the news breaks. But let's see. Barbara says Royal Caribbean has a new drink package called Refreshment Plus 10 drinks package on the cruise. I haven't heard of Refreshment Plus 10.
We need to learn about that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I haven't heard about that.
Yeah. I do need to check that out, because I know the refreshment package is nice because it's just the non-alcoholic drinks, so it's considerably less expensive. Now I'm curious.
I am
We'll have to look
curious
that
too.
up.
Yeah.
Sweet Life says I got some insane pics from the balcony, the aft balcony I had. I'll post a few pics on my website.
Awesome.
And there were at least 4 trivias a day, which us old folks loved. 4 trivias a day. I feel like there was, I don't know if 4, but there was at least 2, if not 3, on the Luminosa.
Yeah, there's a lot of trivia going on.
Sweet Life said I created a drink that I'm calling pool water. Vodka with Sprite and a splash of blue I never know how to say
Caruso.
that. Caruso. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Pool water.
I don't know how appealing that sounds, actually. And the question is it from the kids' pool or the adult pool?
Yeah, right.
Which one? But yeah.
Cool. All right. So the next post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in is checking your phone constantly because the Wi-Fi actually works again.
Yeah. This is a positive, I think.
This is a positive, yeah. The Wi-Fi actually is pretty good on cruise ships, but man, we were uploading videos on our last cruise on the Carnival Luminosa, and it was taking literally more than 24 hours.
Yeah.
More than 24 hours. It was crazy.
And you can't really do much else. I mean, you can like check email and WhatsApp and whatever, but you can't do much else because it's just taking up the bandwidth if you're trying to, use your computer to upload and check.
It's frustrating how long it takes to upload videos. Most people probably don't have that problem because they're not uploading videos, but we ended up, the resolution of your video, whether it's 1080 or 4K or whatever you're putting up, means the file is going to be bigger or smaller. And we started at first, we wanted 4K. We want perfect, great, stunning visuals. But it got to the point where we were like, that's going to take like 2 days to upload. So we had to go lower resolution. Our room
steward is like, can I come in and clean your room? We're like,
we've got the computer set up.
We don't want you to mess with it. So, but when you got back on land, you were like, oh, finally, internet.
It's so crazy how privileged and used to good fast Wi-Fi I am. I'm sure the rest of you are the same way. I just expect my phone and my iPad and my laptop to work the way that they're meant to work, and it is really nice when they do. Yeah. So
Barbara has a little bit of an update. She said for my 8-night cruise, the refreshment package is $24.99, and then the one that includes 10 drinks is $37.99. So I'm guessing she's saying that you can buy this and then you get unlimited non-alcoholic and then 10 alcoholic drinks during your cruise, just like a punch card almost. So that's really a cool idea, actually, because the unlimited alcohol, it's gotten ridiculously expensive to get those drink packages. I mean, so many people, especially on Royal Caribbean, honestly.
Royal Caribbean just keeps getting things right. That sounds like a great
That really does
plan.
sound like a good idea.
I can't believe we don't know about this. It doesn't seem like anybody's been talking about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Thanks for the insight on that.
Yeah.
Next one?
Sure.
The next post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in is hearing your neighbors and thinking, the deck is way louder than my cabin.
Our neighbors haven't been too noisy since we got back. Although we did find out
they have a dog.
There's a new dog in the neighborhood.
They have a dog right next door, across, and it sounds like a mean dog. I've not seen it yet.
I haven't
not
either.
seen it yet. Great fences make great neighbors.
That is a fact.
But it was barking insistently when we first got home, which was
it woke me up
annoying.
I don't remember if it was the middle of the night. We were kind of dealing with the jet lag thing, but it woke me up in the middle of my sleep.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought, is somebody breaking into somebody's house? I mean, that's how
it was really aggressive,
ferocious it was sounding.
Fortunately, it hasn't been so bad the last couple of days, so that's good.
But we have had instances in our house here where we used to have neighbors from Mexico that would play mariachi music until literally like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and it got pretty bad.
Not only that, but they were really into like the sound systems
on their cars,
and they had ruthless bass that would vibrate the entire world. I'm surprised you guys didn't feel it.
I'm pretty sure you could hear it all the way to Florida. I'm pretty sure.
It was crazy. I'm glad that's over. So the next cruise blues Post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in is you open your closet and miss the perfectly organized and very limited cruise wardrobe. Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's like you kind of you pack what you need for the cruise, and so just what you need is there in the
Mhm.
closet, and it's nicely hung up. It's organized. I love that actually, and that's very true for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when we got home, I realized that I'd been living out of a suitcase for 2 months. And I was like, all this stuff in my house I don't need. And so I just kind of went on a little bit of a cleaning spree. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get rid of all these things that have just been sitting here waiting for me to decide what to do with. Obviously, I don't need them. So I'm going to get rid of some things. And
Totally.
I'm like trying to, well, you have the mentality because it's so hard. I don't know. It's so hard to get rid of things. You're like, maybe I might use this, but then 3 years go by and you haven't. So
yeah, that is something that cruising does, is it puts in perspective the things that are really important.
Like what you really need.
And when you get home, of course, the things like your own bed and there's certain things that are just really nice that maybe you like even better than the cruise. Although some cruise ships like Princess has
great beds.
Really comfortable beds.
That's going to be nice to be on a Princess bed again.
But anyway, and then there's also things that you just realize that just don't matter. And so you can just push them out the door.
Yeah.
Push them out.
Just get rid of them.
Yep.
Spring cleaning.
The next post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in is seeing laundry and wondering why it isn't magically done like it was on vacation.
I just have to say real quick, Grade 8 says, now I only have a bathing suit, shorts, and sandals with winter coming up. No, I didn't get rid of my winter jacket. I still have that. But yeah, that would be a danger, is that you come back from a tropical location and you're like, oh, good. and then you forget that you lived in Minnesota.
Everything's gone. Yeah. So laundry service on cruise ships. What a beautiful thing. We really embraced it.
We finally scored some free laundry with our loyalty. Our fleeting loyalty rewards.
We are platinum on Carnival Cruise Line, and of course, in what, a year and a half now, we're no longer platinum.
Yep, but they extended it a little bit. So.
They did, and I made a video about that. Maybe you guys have seen it if you like our stuff. But kind of the concept of the video was, it seems like Carnival. It was kind of quiet with Carnival for 2 or 3 weeks there, and they just wanted to get back in the news. So they just did something kind of minor to the Carnival loyalty program, just to make every cruise creator get on there and say something about it, so that everybody is thinking about Carnival cruises. It's actually brilliant marketing by Carnival, but
it's kind of like no PR or any PR is good PR, even if it's bad PR.
Exactly, and I still say that loyalty shift that they did hurt them more than it helped them.
Yeah.
I mean, people really were upset about that.
Yeah.
And I'm not losing sleep over it, but it is irritating. And a loyalty program, in my opinion, should be lifelong. So anyway, I don't need to.
Well, and also when you say something's lifelong and then you take it away, I mean, then you just kind of lied about it being lifelong.
Yeah.
So you could say, okay, everybody that's got this lifelong perk keeps it, but going forward, we're not offering it anymore.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Virgin Voyages had a program that when they started, and then they don't have it anymore. I can't remember what it's called, but they still honor that for the original people that were sailing on their very first ship. So
Christina Duffy is the president or CEO of
I think,
Carnival. Yeah. And she has said at numerous times, there's no way that we can possibly keep this program going, I think financially, and it's and have it still work. And I don't really understand that, because truthfully, you get free laundry, you get some bottled water,
one bottle of water,
you get
one free drink
at the bar. I mean, it's a total of maybe if you really milk it, maybe $80 or something like that. Yeah. And it's they can't afford that.
The biggest comp there is the laundry, which is that's revenue they're not getting, but does it honestly cost that much more to throw in one more bag of laundry to the machines? I mean,
I know.
I guess cumulatively, maybe it adds up to more laundry.
It's
but
odd. It's odd to me, and
doesn't seem like a
I
big-
do wonder sometimes if they did this whole thing to just get attention. Probably not, but it seems like it sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, it's kind of fun.
Sweet Life wants to know where are we going on Princess? I actually don't know if we said in the beginning. We said we were going to be on the Regal Princess, but we didn't mention that we are going to where are we going? Cozumel and
Grand Cayman,
Grand Cayman.
Not Grand Cayman.
Grand Turks.
Costa Maya.
No, it's not Costa Maya.
Is it Grand? Then it's. I don't remember. That's how privileged of people we are.
I thought it was Grand. No, I think it's Grand Cayman because it's the one. I think it's the one with the shipwreck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Grand Cayman's great. They have a shipwreck. You can go scuba dive, and there's sea urchins.
You can snorkel.
Yeah. There's sea urchins you need to watch out for, which scare me. But
yeah, but it's also really cool that you can just snorkel a shipwreck right from the shore. And if you do like to scuba dive, or if you want to get on a boat and take an excursion somewhere, you can snorkel some other shipwrecks that are like not accessible from just waiting out on the shore.
And I think we talked about this. I think that's where they have the big swim with the terrapin.
Yeah.
Stuff.
The barracuda.
So, I thought it was terrapin, but maybe it's barracuda.
Oh, maybe it's terrapin.
I think they're giant fish.
Giant fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we didn't do that. Maybe we should on this one.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun excursion. But that shipwreck, that was one of my favorite port stops in the world. It wasn't a paid excursion. Emily, actually, I got to give her the credit, kind of just researched this situation where you just follow this kind of dirt path out to this place, and there's no like infrastructure. It's just you can see out a little ways. You can see just the very top of this ship that went down. We looked into it at some point, but at some point in history, and it's only about maybe I don't know, 50 yards from the shore, and you have to they'll climb into the ocean in this kind of precarious place, and there's sea urchins, which like I say scare me, and then you can snorkel out to this shipwreck, and it is like you're living in a National Geographic movie. You're literally you can see all of the insides, and you go right through the middle of this ship. It's just so cool. It's one of the great moments I've had on a cruise.
Yeah, it was really neat. Yep. Joe saw a lobster.
I did see a lobster, and that you didn't see. You were jealous about that.
I was.
But
I've seen.
But you probably ate lobster that night, so
I might have.
That's even
might
better.
have eaten that lobster. But probably not.
Next one.
Let me see here. Let's see. Let's see. Is it the Love Boat Cruise? Sweet Life asks. No, it's not the Love Boat Cruise because that is. That's not that one.
No, it's an overnight, right? In Cozumel?
It's an overnight in Cozumel.
An overnight in Cozumel. It doesn't have the most exciting itinerary. Overnight in Cozumel is cool with me though. Actually a lot of people don't love Cozumel, but actually I like Cozumel better than Nassau.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I feel like an overnight gives you more possibilities. We were talking about how you can take the ferry from Cozumel onto the mainland of Mexico. So we were thinking we might look into doing that. So it's nice to have an overnight because otherwise, you're like, okay, even if it's 6 o'clock to leave the port, you for sure want to get back, or at least be planning on getting back by 5. And then I don't know, is that really enough time to have dinner out? So, and everything in Cozumel closes down by either 5 or 6. And I think it was 5 actually.
It does close down
later
at 5
time before.
Another thing we were thinking about is we were recommended by other cruisers at some point in our journeys recently, and they recommended in Cozumel I think they actually had one place in mind, but they recommended there's a bunch of these resort places where you pay $80 a piece, and you have all inclusive, all the food, drinks, all the drink you want. And a beach, a really nice beach, a lot of times with good snorkeling and swimming.
But then also free transportation to there, where they pick you up in a nice van rather than being stuck on a bus or something like that. We've explored Cozumel enough, we've seen the sights and we've rented the motorbike and went around and all that kind of stuff. And so this time, that's kind of what I vote for. That's kind of what we were thinking, yeah. Yeah, and if you pick the right one, apparently there's some really good snorkeling there. So
Yeah.
we're all about the snorkeling. Um, Sweet Life said, overnights are nice. We had one in St. Petersburg in 2005, and we had 2 full days of great but exhausting excursions. Yeah. And where's our cabin on the Regal? It is an interior, so it is buried somewhere in the interior. We
Yeah.
actually went with a guaranteed cabin, so we haven't been assigned yet. So there's still a chance that maybe, Princess might want to bump us up to one of those balconies that hasn't been booked yet. Princess, if you're listening, that'd be okay with us. We'd be willing to
Yeah.
accept that.
I'm
Maybe
I'm
one
gonna
of the
stay
aft
positive.
suites is not booked, and they
Yeah,
want
Sweet
to
Life,
put
put in a good word.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But and then Beverly says we are going on a celebrity cruise soon. Since we are Diamond on Royal, we are Elite on Celebrity.
Nice.
So we get extra perks. It's extremely nice that they accept each other's status. That is really cool. And actually, that was kind of in response to Sweet Life mentioning that there's a new Princess Insurance plan, which is not good for loyal members. I haven't actually looked into that yet. We actually have a annual travel insurance plan, so we don't get the insurance plans through the cruise lines. But yeah, that the insurance plan through Princess is kind of like, I know there's some intricacies to it that are not always beneficial or advantageous for the cruiser. They're advantageous for Princess. So I'll have to check that out though. I do like the status match of Royal Caribbean.
Once again, Royal Caribbean has just been getting so many things right. It makes me want to get on a Royal Caribbean ship. It really does. They're a good cruise line. They do a lot of things right. They have, like, on their newer ships, obviously they have like the cutting edge ships. They have all of the bells and whistles, the water slides, just the restaurants, the high tech
ice skating rink.
Rink, all that stuff is pretty cool. That's not what I cruise for, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to pay 3 times as much to go on a cruise ship that has that stuff because that's not really what I'm all about. Although it's fine, it's cool, and I can enjoy it. But they also have kind of what I do cruise for, which is just kind of good ships, medium-sized ships. They're older ships, I guess, that have just kind of good vibes to them. And they also have, I believe, in the future, I think they have 1 or 2 more XL. Or they're not XL. They're
not XL,
Icon class ships coming out.
But then they're going to do smaller
Then
ones.
they're doing smaller ships for a while. I look forward to that, actually. So Royal's doing a lot of things right. We need to get back on Royal.
Yeah.
We're so we're starting our it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna finish that.
Starting our plans for
our plans for it. Yeah. So the next post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in is walking at home and nearly losing your balance because the ground isn't moving anymore. Did you get sea legs?
So I actually did not get much land sickness. If you've listened before to our lives, we've mentioned before that I get land sickness pretty badly most of the time on every other cruise we've been on. But this cruise, we had gotten some acupressure wristbands to try on the cruise, and they didn't really seem to do much. So I wasn't super excited. But as we were debarking, Joe was like, maybe you should just put those on and just see what happens. And I also read the instructions, which if you get them, I would recommend reading the instructions. You have to like put them in the right spot, measure it away from your wrist. It's not like right on the crease of your wrist. But yeah, I put those on and I used it the entire day that we debarked and didn't get any land sickness at all. And then I think I just kept wearing them sporadically for the next 3 or 4 days and didn't really experience much land sickness, which was
that's a good thing.
Kind of nice, actually.
Absolutely. I'm glad you found a solution to that. That's a good thing. I get it once in a while a little bit, and I really thought we were on a 3-week cruise. I thought for sure this was going to be the cruise where I really felt it, but I didn't feel it at all. We got off in Sydney, Australia, though, so maybe I was just so amazed by seeing the opera house and overwhelmed by being in this country I've always wanted to visit and all this kind of stuff that kangaroos, the whole
glowworms.
Thing, glowworms, the whole thing that I just didn't remember to notice the sea legs. But I do remember just getting off that 3-week cruise, and we woke up to the Sydney Opera House, and suddenly we're off the ship after 3 weeks. We really got talk about post-cruise blues.
Yeah.
Although we had, of course, a hotel booked, and we started another big adventure at that point. But there is a little bit of a transition of getting off a cruise ship, especially a really
Mhm.
long one, where you just really get used to all of the perks of
Yeah.
cruising, and then you're just kind of back on your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
it was great though. Man, those memories of Australia are
Australia was
phenomenal.
great.
It
Yeah.
really was.
The one thing, did we talk about this yet? I know it was on there, but um the one about the hotel room being I don't know, maybe you skipped it or maybe I took it off. Anyways, one of the things I really noticed was when we got off in Sydney and then we went to a hotel room, and we actually had one hotel room and then we went to another one which was even nicer, and just walking into that room, and it wasn't like it was huge, but it was probably 3 times bigger than our cruise cabin.
Yeah.
And just being like, wow, this place is amazing.
That's so true. That's so true. That's a perk of
Yeah.
getting off the ship, is everything that, even something that you would consider kind of a small room, is a lot.
Yeah.
Is it seems big because nothing's
and
as small
taking
as
a
a
shower
cruise room.
and not getting stuck with the shower
Yeah.
curtain, and having enough room to turn around in the shower, just
Yeah.
like everything about that. It was just so much more space. I did like the space.
That's very true. Me too. So there are some good things. The next post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in is going to sleep and realizing you missed being gently rocked by the ship and the waves. Absolutely.
I miss that.
And so many people comment about this. Sleep is so great on a cruise ship.
Mhm.
You're just
Yeah. What
being
was
rocked.
it? Maybe it was at our last live. I can't remember. You were saying that the solution to that is the crew members, when they go home, they actually string up hammocks at home so that they're still getting.
I had just learned about that.
Yeah.
They string up hammocks because that mimics a little bit more of what the feel of the ship
Yeah.
is like, and that's how they transition.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I was considering mounting a hammock in our house somewhere.
Yeah, if you can find a place.
Yeah, I don't know where we'd put one. But let's see. Going back to Beverly and Celebrity. Celebrity doesn't have the water slides and stuff, but they have lots of comfy seats, and it feels slightly more elegant than Royal, which that's something that I think we'd really like, because the water slides are fine, but it does often mean that there's going to be more kids there, and just, I don't know, more party activity type things going on the Lido deck. I like Princess Cruises, how they don't have the water slides, and it's just more calm and chill on the Lido deck.
I absolutely think we would love Celebrity. We have not been on a Celebrity cruise yet. We have come so close, like 5 times. And for whatever reason, we just never go with it. There'll be a day when we get on a Celebrity cruise for sure. I really look forward to it. Everything that I see and hear about Celebrity really kind of fits our cruise style, honestly. So I think that's going to be great.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. Yeah.
Sweet Life said, weird thing about being on a ship and living in Southern California is that now the vibrations on ship movement make me feel like it's an earthquake. It takes a few days on board to get over it.
I've never felt that. I guess we've been on a couple of cruises where you feel the engine a little bit, but I bet if you're in an aft, the back of the ship, you're probably really feeling the because you're right there where the engines are, the propellers are going, right?
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I wonder if that's why.
But maybe he's just more sensitive, because in Southern California, if you feel a little vibration, you're like, oh my gosh, this is a big one. Take cover. So, but I mean, has Minnesota had any earthquakes? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Not that I know of.
When I was a kid, we lived in Kentucky, and there was an earthquake that went through Kentucky. So I've experienced one once. I was very young. Beverly says the ladies cruise I went on was fun, but we had an issue with our shower in our cabin. No matter what I did, each time I used the shower, I flooded the bathroom. Like the drain wasn't working right. Yeah, I could relate. Our bathroom on the Luminosa, it had a very, very tiny drain, and instead, most of them, they're flat to the floor, and on this one, it was actually in the wall. And so it definitely didn't work as well. And we just ended up like putting a towel down, and we went through
two.
we went through a lot of towels. But yeah, I totally relate.
It's a good if you run into that, that's when you go grab your towel animal off your bed.
That's exactly
Throw it on
actually.
the floor.
Beverly
Yeah.
says it was on an older Carnival ship, which Luminosa isn't older, but it is a Carnival ship, so
Yeah.
it must just be one of the design options that they have. So and Sweet Life is saying, feel it big time back there, the vibrations of the engine, I think. But
Yeah.
I love that. So yeah, and the earthquake, is it going to get any bigger? Yeah, that's the problem.
The next situation you might notice when you have the post-cruise blues is wondering why no one has announced bingo, trivia, karaoke, or line dancing.
Yeah.
Hey, you're sitting at home and you just have nothing to do because
there's no karaoke going on. There's no line dancing. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I know. Although you could probably do those things all not as conveniently, but you could probably go find somewhere to do all those things.
Yeah, I suppose bars have trivia night and karaoke. And
yeah,
there are bingo parlors.
It's not the same
bingo
though.
halls.
On a cruise ship, it's just so. That's another thing that I absolutely love about cruising is you just walk through it, and I like leaving the stateroom not knowing what I'm gonna do and just go for a walk, because sometimes I'm just not sure what I'm in the mood for. But you just walk past something. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's bingo going on in a half hour. Let's do that. Or let's join in on that. Learn how to tango. Actually, we've never done that, but we will watch other people do that.
And do they do? I don't know if they do tango on the cruise ship. They do like salsa and cha cha, but I think tango might be a bit more complicated.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I love that about cruising. It's like, and that's something you don't have really. I guess you can go drive around if you want, but on a cruise ship, it's literally just walking out, and you have an entire city full of just great activities going on that are all just meant to be really fun. And there's a lot of laughter. There's a lot of great things going on. So I just want to get back on it. This conversation makes me. I have the post cruise blues. I want to get back on a ship.
Yeah, I love that you can just walk for whatever you need, whatever you want. You can just walk there. I mean, I don't like driving at all. I mean, I'll drive, I'll do what I have to do. But if an activity is, more than 15 minutes away from our house driving time, I'm like, do I really want to do? I mean, I could just stay home. Do I really want to do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the just walking wherever you want to go.
It is nice. Cruising is great. And if you want to have a couple of drinks, you don't have to drive anywhere. You just have a couple of drinks and you can just walk around. It's a good thing. The next post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in is looking for your daily schedule like it's a cruise compass or fun times. That doesn't really happen for me.
I don't know. I mean, we saved all of the fun times. I saved all the fun times that we got on our how many days was it? 22 days?
22-day cruise.
So I had like 22 fun times there. And at the end of it, Joe's like, what are you going to do with those? And I'm like, I don't really want to save these, but I just...
You saved them?
No, I left them.
Ended up throwing them away.
Because it was interesting to be able to refer back and be like, I thought I remember I saw this activity happening. And then I went back and looked and I did see that. And but otherwise, I don't know. We're more of a... just walk out the door and see what'll happen, not intricately plan.
No, but sometimes in the stateroom we'll be like, we want to hear some music right now, so we'll see who's playing. Or you definitely like to look at what the shows are going to be in the evening, and so we can plan which ones of those we want to go to. But just improvising and walking out the door is a great thing.
Yeah.
We have some comments.
Yeah, Sweet Life said at Trivia and Cabo they announced the four tender ticket numbers for boarding. So I stood up and yelled bingo. That's good. Let's see, you get a megaphone and take it outside your back porch and start announcing weird activities happening. So we should try that. Just feel
That's
like,
a good one.
Hey, everybody in the neighborhood. We're doing Minnesota.
I bet people jump in.
I bet so. Yeah.
People just want. That's what people want. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be interesting for sure. It'd be a good way to meet neighbors. Let's see. 7-7 says days at sea really need a better variety of free or affordable things to do. Bingo has lots to appeal and just feels like a money grab now. I think there's still a lot of free things to do actually, but I will agree with the bingo. When we played it, the last time we played it, which was 2 or 3 cruises ago.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by how much it cost. And
It's
also
like $75 or
yeah,
something like that.
and then you compare it to how much you cost to how much you potentially could win. Like realistically, not with their if you do your special multiplier add-on for another $15 and this and that.
Yeah.
It's like no, realistically you're gonna win maybe $100 to $500,
and probably not.
And probably not. And you have to put $75 in to play. I mean, that's just
it's not great math. Yeah.
But it is a fun activity to do. So, and if you have to use up some free credit, onboard credit that you got that was like a use it or lose it thing, it's a good activity, I think.
Yeah.
But and Rula sorry, I cannot say your name. Rula Scurio. Hello to you both from San Antonio, Texas. Am I late for this live? I just joined. Welcome. We still have a little ways left to go, so yeah, keep watching. We've got lots of fun stuff, and thanks for joining us.
I bet it's nice in San Antonio.
Yeah, probably Texas. Have we been to San Antonio? I don't think so.
I think I've been through San Antonio,
Have
but
you?
I've never stayed in San
stopped?
Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Sweet Life mentions that a 15-minute drive is only a 3-mile radius in LA.
Isn't that do you remember the old Pace Picante sauce?
Yeah.
And it wasn't
San Antonio?
Anyway,
I think so. Yeah.
I wanted to like relive those ads, and it was something about if it's not made in San Antonio, Texas, like get a rope or something like that. It was like kind of a ruthless ad, but I am butchering it, so I'll move on.
That.
Yeah.
So I know we're getting close to the end, but Grade 8 said I didn't hear the first few of the list, but is talking like a pirate on the list, or is it just me? It did not make the list, but it should have.
Yar.
Maybe. So did you hear what happened when the red boat hit the blue boat?
What happened?
Everybody got marooned.
Good one. So are we moving on?
Sure. We'll give a quick shout out to Robin that just joined. And
Robin.
The handle I couldn't pronounce said my name is Laura. So hey Laura, that's a lot easier to say.
Cool. All right, so the next post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in is realizing room service at home is just DoorDash at 10 times the price.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't that the truth? You can... it's going to be about $1,000 every time you order from DoorDash. So that is the truth. And sadly, DoorDash, you can use... you can now make payments on your DoorDashes, which I think is a really bad idea, honestly.
So it's like you divide your I was just thinking about this. You divide your DoorDash into 3 payments. So you order on Monday, you order DoorDash. And so you're going to be paying for that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On Tuesday, you order DoorDash. So now on Wednesday, you're going to be paying for 2/3 of a DoorDash. And then...
Plus interest, I'm sure.
Plus interest. Yeah. And then on Wednesday, you also order DoorDash. So now... your Thursday payment is now just a full DoorDash. So like you're back up to, and at some point, maybe I don't know, are you going to get to the point where you're paying for more than a full DoorDash per
How
day?
much do you guys tip your room service attendants when they bring you room service? We don't do a ton of room service. We do some room service, but not a ton. I never know what like the proper tip is, honestly. And we're experienced cruisers, and I just never... have like figured that out. And
honestly, sometimes they'll give your room service and then they leave so fast. It's like you got to take the tray that requires 2 hands.
Yeah, it's
like if you want to tip, you've got to wait a second.
That's the thing. Should you tip every time? Should you not tip? I do not know the proper etiquette on that.
I'm not really sure either. I mean, I feel like if they're expecting a tip every time, you'd think that they would like just politely wait in a nonchalant way.
Yeah.
Like maybe you might want to tip me, but it's okay if you don't. But if they just like take off immediately, you don't even have the opportunity to tip them. So
I just don't know what the tipping etiquette is in that situation. If you guys know, fill us in.
But that DoorDash one reminded me of, so we spent the last month, not on a cruise ship, but in Sri Lanka, and we got, it wasn't DoorDash, they call it Pick Me there, which is
they do.
Not as catchy. But the Pick Me was actually affordable. It was not 10 times as much. It was...
Everything in Sri Lanka is affordable. That's one
Yeah,
of the great things about being
was.
there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tip was about $1
But we
every time.
discovered that you've pretty much got to do the pick me because the restaurants do not actually start making the food in Sri Lanka until the pick me driver shows up. And we once decided, well, the place is just like literally just around the corner. So I was like, I'll just walk down when they say it's ready. I'll just go get it. Why
Yeah.
bother a pick me driver? So
45 minutes later.
yeah, I walked down to get it and they look at me. They're like completely, utterly shocked. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm here to pick up my order, which the app says is ready. And they're like, oh, well, we can't change it on the app. I'm like, well, you hit the button that says it's ready. So now why is it not ready? And they're like, well, we'll go make it for you. It'll be 15 minutes. So I was like, enough with that. I'm not going to do that anymore. I just had to tell my story because
absolutely, it was insane. It was an insane amount of time, and the food wasn't that good.
Yeah.
So the next post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in is waiting for someone to tell you what the evening's entertainment is. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I guess we kind of hit on this a little bit earlier, but basically, when you get home, you don't have constant entertainment that is, always available to you, except for your television.
It's pretty much it's Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever your streaming service of choice.
It is nice, like when you get home to catch up on your shows, if you watch shows and stuff like that. So I guess that's kind of a perk of coming home, but. I really love breaking out of like the television and not, we I guess we turn the TV on in our room like once in a while, but not much.
Like, these is the only reason we use our TV on a regular basis. If you haven't heard this tip, I can't remember who was just going on their first cruise, here's a tip. It doesn't have to do with what to pack, it's what to do. Turn your stateroom TV onto the Lido deck before you head up, and you can see how crowded the pool is and see if it's actually worth getting your swimsuit on and going to the pool.
Yeah, if there's 8 people in the whirlpool, wait until there's only 4 or 2, or if you're really lucky.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Nobody in the whirlpool. Yeah.
If nobody's in the whirlpool, look closely and make sure they don't have the net over it, because then that means the whirlpool is closed.
That's true. It means there was something gross in the whirlpool.
But I think that's the best tip that we figured out.
That was a great tip.
One of my favorite tips.
And the another post cruise blues.
Oh, wait on that. Actually, I just realized we have an answer to our room service question. Joyce says I tip a couple of bucks for my morning coffee delivery. So $2. And then Sweet Life says prepaid tips should include room service servers. But the last time I did room service on a ship 8 years ago, we tipped $1. Now $2 seems normal. So
inflation.
Yeah. Robin says I tip $1 per person being served, unless it's a heavier order. Barbara says ChatGPT says you should tip $2 to $5.
Wow.
And let's see, I don't think anybody else chimed in. So I just have to say, whenever you ask ChatGPT how much you should tip, they're always saying
be very generous.
Be very generous. ChatGPT has a lot of money to give out in tips.
I'll say though, everybody basically said a very similar thing. Somewhere between $1 and $2. Maybe $3 if there's like 3 people getting food. Yeah. So that's great. That's when we have tipped before. That's basically what we tipped. So I guess that's what other people think too. So thank you guys for that. That is awesome to know.
And then Laura says, we are going on a cruise for the first time in February. And for our first one, we chose to go on MSC Seascape from Galveston. I've watched so many of your videos that helped us so much. Thanks. Yeah, we were on the Seascape when she was sailing out of Miami. And was
it Miami?
Yeah, and I think she just moved to Galveston. I feel like I saw that.
Yes.
Like that just happened a week or two ago.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. So now she's sailing out of Galveston, and that is where the Regal Princess is sailing out of. And so we actually have the opportunity to get back on her. But we haven't decided if we're going. Well, that would be tagging on one more cruise to the beginning of our whole cruising sequence, and we haven't decided if that's going to happen yet.
Yeah,
So
you know, the
yeah,
Seascape had a lot of cool aspects to it. It
yeah,
was a fun ship. I think you're gonna have an amazing.
yeah.
Was it? Did you say it was your first
First
cruise?
cruise, yeah,
That's gonna
that'll be
be,
a fun first
man.
cruise.
You are gonna be. You're gonna be blown away
Yeah,
by the glitz and glamour, the
yeah,
size and the scape of that ship. It is
yeah.
enormous and it is shiny. Everything's
Everything is
shiny.
very shiny.
And there's this beautiful crystal staircase everybody
Yeah.
gets pictures on, and you're gonna absolutely love
You
it.
know, my favorite part was so the staircases are like on either side of the, I think was called is it the atrium bar? I can't remember. But it was the main bar in the atrium, and then above that bar there is 3 giant LED screens, giant TV screens. But sometimes they synchronize them. And so a lot of times on our cruise, that like the default seemed to be like this coral reef. It was like this actually it was probably like 6-story high coral reef, virtual reality coral reef, and the fish.
Yeah.
I would just watch the fish go by.
Yeah,
That was
it was
really
stunning,
fun.
man.
I really
It
liked
was
that.
absolutely amazing. Yeah,
I think we got a good like little video picture
yeah.
in front of that of us that we used our tripod to get.
Yeah, and I think it was she said
Laura, yeah.
that she has seen some of our videos that have helped her, and I'm
Yeah.
very glad of that. We definitely do have I don't know if you've seen it, but a ship tour of the Seascape, and we have some food tours, buffet tours, and food reviews, I believe, of when we were on the MSC ship. So if you haven't, check those out. They're good.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, Beverly suggests every night you can make your own announcement for your evening activity. Tonight we will watch TV. I was actually thinking, like, for tonight's entertainment, we have the latest episode of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. That's our current show.
Last night, our entertainment was we have a broken dishwasher.
That's right.
Yeah.
It
was not very entertaining.
It wasn't.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't. No.
So
I kind of want to send that one back. Next tip.
You walk into. So this is our next post-cruise blues situation you might find yourself in, which is you walk into a hotel later and think, this room is huge, because your brain still is calibrated to cabin size.
Yeah,
and
that's the one I was talking about.
You brought that up a little bit ago. Yeah. Things seem bigger when you get off a cruise ship because you're used to that small little room. But man, sometimes I really get attached to my cruise cabins, and I just don't want to.
It's kind of a paradox, maybe. I don't know. But your personal space seems bigger, right? Like your cruise cabin is tiny, and But on the other hand, like if we would go to a restaurant, it would be, so much smaller, like half the size of main dining. Like the main dining hall is it's ginormous.
Yeah.
When you go to the theater, it's like, well, I guess it depends on if you're going to like the Excel Center or something, but the theater is actually pretty big. And just the whole, like a lot of things are larger than life. There's a huge statue on the Luminosa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that walking around very often.
No, you don't.
So some things are big, some things are smaller. So, Sweet Life says I can touch the ceiling in the cabin flat-footed, and I'm 5'7". Yeah, that's true. You can't really stretch much in the cabin. So, Grade 8 mentions that Icon is coming to Galveston soon. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
That's actually really cool. Galveston's really like
it's taken off as a cruise port.
We have not.
This will be our first time to Galveston.
Yeah, in a couple months here, we'll be sailing out of Galveston, and it's our first time. And we are looking at the plane tickets to get there, and there isn't a direct flight to Galveston.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to. It's George Bush Airport. I can't even remember what town it's in. And then you have to take a car. Is it like an hour or something like that?
I don't think it was quite an hour. I think it was like 45 minutes. So
I'm just wondering why, and that's fine, but like it's not that easy to get to that cruise port. So why are they making that such a
but if you think about it, Port Canaveral is the same thing, because they say it's Orlando, but you really have to drive. I mean, that was a 40-minute drive.
It's a ways away from Orlando. That's true.
Port Canaveral, and I don't know. I guess
they probably just have shuttles.
There seemed like there was a lot of shuttle options. So,
But yeah, Icon and
yeah, Grade 8 says it's
MS
recommended to Uber, apparently not that expensive.
Huh.
So
Icon of the Seas, which is a huge deal, and MSC Seascape.
yeah.
And man, I can't remember the other ships. There's a lot of activity going on right now with ship repositioning or ships changing home ports.
You know what else? I just thought of this is interesting is that so last year, was it last? No, this year actually, 2025. There was like 8 new ships, and pretty much all of them home ported in Florida. Maybe not permanently, but they at some point had their home port in Florida. And so like Miami, the number of ships in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, it was like the new ships, it was like half of them were going to be there. And if you looked at them, they were all doing, one of those, either Port Canaveral, Fort Lauderdale, or Miami. And then they were just doing the basic Caribbean route. And it's like suddenly, and then they're all offering them at the same price. So it's like suddenly it seemed like that market was just hugely saturated.
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't know if that was the plan or if the higher ups are looking at it and they're like, oh, well, look, it looks like people are getting tired of cruising out of these ports. And so they moved it to Galveston so the folks in Texas can have more.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes in Galveston. I look forward to it, actually.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to try a new cruise port. They're all run just a little
Flights
bit
are not as cheap to Galveston as they are to Florida, which is not a plus. But yeah, we'll see. I
feel like the getting to the ports is going to be a little bit more expensive than the Florida ports all over, like the hotel room and the Uber there, or however we decide to get there, and the flights. But yeah.
Anyway, any more comments?
Let's see. Oh, Laura says that's what we are going to do. We live in San Antonio, so we're just going to drive. A bunch just came in right in a row. But check the flights to San Antonio. Come 2 days earlier so you can visit San Antonio. Oh, we should actually look at San Antonio if it's not that far away. I'm not sure.
That'll be fun.
We had looked a little bit, but I haven't gotten down to the actual figuring out. Grade 8 says American Airlines is the hub in Bush International. Yeah, but I think we normally fly Delta, and I felt like I saw some options with Delta, and we have some loyalty on Delta, so they give us free bags at least. But let's see. Sweet Life says bring black tape on your Regal cruise to cover the auto light sensors under your nightstand. Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually a good idea because we've had that on some other ships where the lights come on and like sometimes it's nice, but sometimes they're just super bright, those auto lights. So I hadn't thought about just cover the sensor up. That's a good idea. And then Robin says I always book at least one night in a hotel after the cruise. And then adjusting to those first few meals, they expect me to pay and tip. Goodness. So yeah. So I think that's about it. Sweet Life says, do you know about the Texas cruise drinking restrictions in port? Oh yeah, because in Texas they make you they charge. Well, first of all, there's something weird about ordering drinks in general, but I know they charge you taxes.
Do remember learning about that, and I can't remember.
Your drink package won't work the first day out of Texas.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's right.
So if you did get a drink package, they don't charge you for the drink package the first day either. So it's just that you have to pay individually for all your drinks, and you have to pay tax. So
cool.
Anyways.
All right, guys, I think that is going to do it for this week's live. It was awesome to chat with all of you guys and catch up with everyone. And our jet lag is actually starting to get better. It's not all the way.
It's not 100% yet. We're close.
Yet. Yeah, but I did yawn probably 3 or 4 times. I'm still yawning.
I think you woke up pretty early this morning.
I got up at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Well, we had to get our dishwasher delivered it was delivered at 7, I think.
7:15. Yeah, they were bright and early. So anyway, guys, take it easy. We'll see you again next Saturday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao.